Today, we're going to be hunting for old picture frames at the thrift store. All right, we're here. It's a nice sunny day. Let's go see what we can find. All right, we're back. They gave me this massive box instead of a bag, and I got a lot more stuff than I intended. So, let me just show you what I got. First, let me just tell you why I'm doing this. The other night, I was looking for home decor for my living room. And one of my biggest inspirations is Anthropologie. I absolutely love their style. I have ordered a couple things from them in the past. And while I was scrolling through the artwork, I happened to see the price tags. And I thought to myself, I could splurge on one of these things, or I could go to the thrift store, clean up a picture frame or two, and put my own artwork in it. And I noticed with a lot of Anthropologie pieces of artwork, they are sold with these fancy, beautiful frames. So I found some frames. We will clean them up. We will make them look fancy and beautiful. And then we're gonna put my artwork in it and try to make it look like expensive home decor and see how we do. With that being said, let me show you everything I got. First, I found this picture frame here. It was $2.99, which wasn't bad. I got this one though because there are two mats in here and they're in excellent condition. So I can remove the piece of art that's already in here, keep these mats. The edges of the mats actually match the frame, which is really awesome. So if I wipe this down, clean it up, do my own painting for this, I don't know, we'll see what happens. So that was the most expensive frame I found. We're just gonna keep working our way to the cheaper ones because this is so exciting. So the next thing I found isn't exactly a picture frame. It's like a tray, but I thought, you know what? This would look cool hung on a wall, right? So this was $1.99. And it feels kind of grubby right now. Like I would maybe put citrus strip on this and like really clean it up. I'm not going to do all of these in this video though. But I've been reading your comments and many of you folks have said you would love for me to customize things from thrift stores or just do any sort of art project from a thrift store. So it really inspired me to do that, you know? I thought it sounded really fun. Moriah Elizabeth also does this, so I will link her channel down below. I think this could probably turn into a series though, because I got a lot of stuff today and I fully plan to go to other thrift stores and do this again in the future. This picture frame here is this beautiful wooden frame, and I think if it was cleaned up, you know, it would look amazing. It was only 99 cents. So how could I pass that up? I mean, this is a beautiful frame. Solid wood. It just keeps getting better and better. So let me show you the next frame. This one here was only 99 cents. And this frame, the back of it is in amazing shape. Like, I don't even know if this was ever used, but when I went thrifting, this is exactly what I had in mind. I wanted to find something like this. So since I found something like this, I'm so excited. We will definitely use this one today. Now the last frame, I cannot believe it was so cheap. It definitely needs a facelift.
But let me show it to you.
This one here was only 49 cents. I thought it was a nice shape because it's similar to this one, but also I thought, you know, I could paint over this and give it a nice facelift, do something cool to it, and go from there. So those were the frames that I got, and then I got carried away and bought other things. And now I'm gonna tell you, we are turning frames into hopefully expensive looking artwork. I may or may not paint all of the frames, but I will definitely make artwork to go inside of the frames. Now these other items, I don't really plan to paint on them or customize them for what I bought in this haul. I'm mostly planning to use these as home decor for my house or as still life props for future paintings. So I will show them to you. In the future, if I do thrifting videos, I will definitely try to find items that I can customize and, you know, whatever. I just wanted to tell you my intentions for the things that I'm about to show. I got this super cute basket, and then I also got this for $1.99. It is super cute. It feels a little sticky, so I need to scrub it, but it's adorable. The next thing I'm gonna show you is probably what I'm most excited about. But I found these super cute candle holders here in this little vase, and they all go together. They were really cheap. I think it was like $1.99 per item. So this is what they look like. I cleaned them up with Barkeeper's Friend before showing them in the video because they were so gooey and like kind of blue, and I knew that if I just took the time to clean them up, they would be beautiful. And look how beautiful they are. So cute. The next thing, these cute little coffee cups, they were only 49 cents. I thought they would also be great still life props for in the future, and I plan to use them in my kitchen, so I really like how the inside of the mugs are this mustard color and the outside is this natural brown. And then the last thing I got has nothing to do with any of this, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. So I looked in the clothing section and I found this brand new shirt for $1.99. Wait, I think it was actually $1.49. I already ripped the tag off of it because I got too excited, but anyway, it's really cute. Anyway, let's clean some stuff up and make some cool art to go in these frames. I am definitely hoping to do these two at least in this video. We'll see how much we get done, but you know what? There are other weeks in the year. We can turn this into a series and just keep it going, you know? Okay, I have a rag. I have some cleaner here. I'm just gonna wipe some of the stuff down because it feels like some of it is just really filmy. If you go thrifting, you probably know what I'm talking about. Things just need cleaned. It's normal. Okay, let's peel the stickers off of this. Ooh, that came off perfectly. If they don't come off okay, I have glue gun, so it's really not a big deal. Ugh, this glass is so dirty. Ooh. Okay, the glass looks as good as new. I will set that aside. Let's clean this up. I have a really cool idea for this frame. I thought that was paint, but it's dirt. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna really clean this. Dude, this looks like a Q-tip you could give to a troll in Harry Potter. The frame has been rub and buffed and thoroughly clean. I just spent the last hour working on this frame. So first I am tracing the glass for the picture frame so the painting fits perfectly in it. And now I'm prepping my palette. And as I did this, I kept two things in mind. One, we are going to use bold colors. And two, we are going to intentionally make these colors slightly clash. So that's going to take some bravery on my end. And trust me when I say this, putting down the red underlayer felt very bold for me as it was. Now, the clashing colors and bold colors is the Anthropologie inspiration. That's where that comes in with this painting. But the subject of the painting is actually something that I took from my own house, and it is a plant that I have slowly been killing and keep forgetting about, but you know, life happens. So I'm going to preserve it in this painting, and I'm actually going to change it up a little bit too, because what I see in my mind for what I want on my living room wall is a little different. And I think that's the beauty of art. is if you see something in your head and you use different things as inspiration, or maybe you go out and you take your own reference photos, like I did for this project, you can alter it and change it to fit your vision a little better. I think that's one of the most liberating things about art too, is like there's so much creative freedom and you don't have to stick with one thing. You can even change your mind in the middle of the project and say like, oh, you know what? This isn't working out. Let's do something else. So anyway, I did that with these leaves. I wanted the pink on the leaves to be really bold, and the leaves on my reference photo, the veins were not very bold. So I improvised and I added other things. And now I'm adding gold to this bohemian flower pot because you know me, I like gold and I wanted some reflection on this. And now here is the background. This is where we are going to make colors clash, and it is going to get super bold. Like, yeah, I was kind of afraid to do this, honestly. I really liked the idea of the painting feeling super busy though, and having slightly clashing, overwhelming colors for the background. This isn't something that I normally do, and it felt really fun just to give it a try. We finished the painting. So we're going to frame it now in this frame. And as I said with this frame, it started off as this like bright gold, and I don't know, it didn't really look like real gold or anything to me. So I got that antique gold rub and buff and I restored the frame and cleaned it up a lot. It was really dirty. So this is what it looks like. You can see the lip of the back of the frame. It was actually black. And so I went ahead and I just put antique gold on the sides of that too. So when it's like flush against the wall, you don't see that black lip. So let's see if we can make this 99-cent used picture frame look like an expensive piece of art when we cut this out. By the way, I will probably keep this original painting from my living room because I'm going for this like eccentric, weird theme in there. But I will have limited edition prints available. If the painting doesn't work for what I had in mind, then I will list it in my shop. But as far as I know, just limited edition prints. I have been really into upcycling and thrifting and just trying to have less waste in my life and to simplify more. So I think that's why I'm really into doing this. Okay, so the scraps of this I will probably upcycle and turn into bookmarks because there's a lot of white space on the sides. This would make a sweet bookmark. Let's see how this looks in our frame. Because I have lights in here and windows and stuff and it's all reflecting, I want to show you folks what this looks like without the glare. So I'll put the glass in later. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. It really does look like an expensive piece of art that you would get at Anthropologie. And this was a 99-cent thrift store project. And I used art supplies that I already had sitting around my house. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have to go show my husband. Okay, so now I need to decide which of these to do next. I'm actually really digging this one, this 49-cent frame. This one is also cool, but it might be cool for another video because I have some ideas for this one, for artwork anyway. This is sweet. I have plenty of scraps that I can use for swatch cards. I can make them into bookmarks. This is awesome. Ooh, this frame is in excellent condition. 49 cents for this? Wow. So this frame is made of wood and I think we could turn it into something beautiful. It's just gonna take a little bit of elbow grease, but that's not a problem. This summer, I think we are going to Denmark. It's kind of up in the air at the moment, but it's in discussion. And I have done artwork with like all the colorful buildings in Copenhagen in the past, but this picture frame is just really giving me cityscape vibes. So I don't know, let's just see what we can do. First, we need to make a cute frame though. I'm gonna search my studio and my basement and stuff for like weird things I could maybe glue onto it for texture. This one is gonna be
interesting.
So I have a glue gun, and then I have this ball of macrame cord that I actually forgot I had. So we're gonna use this. And then I have this piece of Christmas decoration, and we might use this too. What is happening? As I said, I'm really into the idea of just using up things that I already have. So I'm going to create a textured frame with all of this stuff. I can see it in my mind. I do not know how to word this, so that's the life of an artist. We're just gonna see what we can do here. And if it doesn't turn out, you know, that's okay. This was thrifted, remember? This is gonna be really time consuming. Now I'm just pulling these little berries off of this. Right now this looks gross, but we're gonna make it look good. Okay, so I'm going to glue these berries. This would look sweet with like some moss and mushrooms and stuff. It almost looks foraged right now. I'm gonna have my husband prime this, and then we'll continue making it over. Thanks. Oh, this picture frame. It took so long to do. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours making it over. That included gluing the yarn on, all the coats of paint that I put on this thing that I cut out of the video. And then I dry brushed some white and some gold rub and buff over top afterward. And yeah, it was a labor of love. I almost gave up on it. My husband offered to go bust it up outside with me, but then I was like, no, I'm going to work on this until I love it. So that's what I did. Now we have the glass cleaned and we're starting the painting. I really wanted bold colors for this one too. I'm telling ya, those anthropology paintings, the bold color schemes are really speaking to me lately, but I had something else in mind. So we are talking about going to Denmark. You're probably going to hear me talk about this a lot over the next couple videos. I don't really know, but I wanted to do a cityscape of my own. But I kind of want to turn it into a tropical, colorful cityscape with a slightly limited color palette. So you'll see what I'm talking about as things progress. One thing I am doing with this painting though is staying away from shading, because the style that I'm going for is very illustrative. And believe it or not, this is really time consuming, but got to put the details in and leave it as is. I love doing this. Also, because I was feeling bold and brave with these colors, I'm going to do something with this painting that doesn't quite make sense, and I will talk about it later, but I just want you to keep an eye out for it in case you notice it before it gets mentioned. I always just forget that this style of art takes way longer than I think it would. And it's not even like, there's no shading. It's just, there's so many tiny details with my paintbrush. That's all right though. I really enjoyed the process. And I'm so excited to see what this looks like in the picture frame. I'm really hoping this looks okay in the frame. This idea has been living in my mind for a long time, and you ever just dream up something and then like, oh my goodness, it does not turn out as planned, and you're like, I just spent how many hours on this? We'll see. So before I frame this, I want to play a little game or comment of the day with you folks. Which building on here is your favorite? You can pause if you want to study it. I think my favorite would probably be this red one over here because it kind of feels underrated, but I also kind of like this pink one because the little details on the building clash a little bit, and I purposely made it like not make sense a little bit. You have to look at it for a while to see what I did, but the plant, this was intentional, by the way. It shows through a little bit right here, but I didn't make it show through down here. This whole thing is not realistic anyway. I mean, these buildings are just chilling in the sand on the beach. So I wanted to do something weird like that. It's not what I would have imagined at all. I thought I could picture this in my mind, but you know what? I don't think I actually pictured it well because this is kind of cool. Oh my word. This is how it turned out. I really enjoyed doing this and finding picture frames, giving them new life. Every time I go to thrift stores, there are so many frames there just sitting there, and some of them are broken and they need fixed, and others are just, you know, they need a facelift, they need restored. This one actually is broken. You can see this piece here, but that's like, okay. I mean, we're still giving something new life. So this painting here, I am going to list in my shop and it will come with the frame. I think that's a really cool thing. I will put the glass in it and stuff. I am going to keep that one back there to hang in my living room. Also, let me know if you want to see another one of these because I did get more frames. As I said, there's a couple back there that I would gladly make over in a video if this is something you want to see. And I might do like a customizing thrifted things video. I don't know, this could turn into a series because I am enjoying it. As I said earlier in the video, Moriah Elizabeth has done stuff like this in the past, so I will link her channel down below if you are interested in her series as well. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.